All right, let's get the show on the road. I know I'm running a little bit late tonight. It is what it is. We're gonna do a no more 2 hours, roughly 2 hour stream. And get going. Pokemon Unova event, Pokemon Go Unova event was garbage. Now I'm probably not doing Pokemon Go anymore. Just that's a pretty good spot. We're going to get Smoliv. Try to get 3. Plant sandwich. Need. Pick a nick. I don't know what it did, but it did what I wanted to do. Now. You could sort by plant. Sort the rest. I need to do that next time. They're gonna do stuff like this. Sort. Oh, encounter power. Fighting. Here. I still gotta finish that. Mungo Power Grass. That doesn't help much. But how has everybody been doing? I've been doing pretty okay. The truck back yesterday. It's been pretty awesome. All that. Catching power. Catching. Power rock. Nope. 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 Power. Encounter power grass. Encounter level 2 grass. Even better. What's this one? This one. Some ingredients. Same effect, right? Less time to make it. Oh, to be so careful about it. Alright, so put lettuce down first. Okay. 1 lettuce. 2 lettuce. Why is the table coming to the 3 lettuce? And then 1 tomato. 2 tomato. Oh. Off. A little too far back there. To be honest, I don't care where everything goes as long as it goes in the fucking sandwich. Sandwich stays together. In there. We're gonna catch Smoliv. Should be a fun time. Smoliv's going with a level 2 encounter sandwich. Hopefully we'll catch him pretty quick. We gotta jump back on the Char Cadet. And Go, guys. Packing it up. Need the map. They're close by, just where they are. Right next to the... Across the way here. The river. Here's the smallest. And since they're little and don't chase... Okay, first off, let's look up shiny Smoliv, because I have no idea what they look like. This tells me they're going to be black. That would be the smart... Yeah, that would be the smart... Oh, they just have black... The olive on top of their heads are black. Guess they're... a little bit lighter green, more like a yellow color. I would have just made them all black with like regular accent colors. But what the heck do I know? There's some deerling. Where are all these Smolivs? Green. What color's yours? Green. Green. Any more over here? I checked you out. Any more just chilling out? Meryl's running around like we're here. No. Yearling. Let me go back over here. Fly. Gonna fly right across here. Go back. All right, Smolivs. Show me a shiny one, please. I want a shiny small. Smoliv. Small olives. Great name. Smart name. Only problem is there's too many other grass Pokemon. We need more Smolivs. Okay. I personally would have just made them black olives, but that'd be easier to see, not just the olives on their head. I would just all black with the current like leafy accents they have. To make their eye. What color are their eyes? Yeah, I probably would have kept the eye color because they're like white. That's about it, though. I think it's a generator. They have a way to do it. It's generates right here. Oh. Blah. Drop on down top of the olives. Where y'all at? Not gonna spawn it. That's fine. Yes. Just don't do the thing you're supposed to be doing right now. No. Birdo. Not a Smoliv, that's what it's not. Fucking Tauros. Shit. Didn't want to run into that. That's okay. We'll run. Yeah, once the clocks jump forward, I'll probably be riding mountain bikes a lot more. More of endurance rides. First, I'll probably stick to the road to get the endurance up. Then I'll probably do switch back and forth road. Road and I'll shoot a video of just like endurance. Be a long video of nothing, really. I don't really want to do it. But I don't really want to do communities either unless I'm like going off on trail. It's not very interesting to watch when you're doing bike ride work. I do see crazy shit, like the way people drive and shit, but it's never like super crazy. It's just like, why did that person just cut off another person? Things like that, but I never see anything exciting. No. Mostly because the way I go, there's only really like 2 ways I go to work. Coming home though, there's like 1,000 ways, because especially with like a lot of the ways, I'm not doing a super long bike ride for work. You know, still gotta go to work, and yeah, I bring deodorant with me so I don't stink, but a little sweaty. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it dries, but kind of gross, but that'll be fun. Once I'm able to ride more. So streams will become later and later throughout the year until winter starts again. Clocks drop back again. Mostly a daylight issue. Like, I wouldn't mind riding at night on trail or anything, or even just on the road, but I'd rather ride on, if I'm gonna make videos, it's gonna be on trail, and if it's gonna be videos, biggest problem we have is that illegal to ride at night here. It's illegal to do anything on the trails at night. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be back on any park, any curfew form. Like, if you're walking your dog, they're probably not going to care too much. But if you're doing recreation, any type, they'll probably get pissy. They used to get mad at us for skating at night. Places where, you know, you normally can't skate during the day. Because, you know, just foot traffic or car traffic, all of it. All kinds of traffic. So, you know, we would wait till night to go do it, and they'd still get pissed. Don't want to hurt people when you're skating. The worst thing is hitting someone. Like, you know, falling on your skateboard and it's shooting out from else is not great. I feel like even though it's really not that big of a deal, most people would understand. But you could actually injure somebody that way. You could definitely hurt. You know, tear a tendon or a ligament easily. Do it to themselves with their own skateboards regularly when they're skating. It's not like a rare thing to happen. Mountain biking is the same way. I don't want to hurt anyone. So nighttime riding would actually be better. It would be a lot slower though. Because the trails, single track is... I'll be honest with you. If you can ride single track at night and you do it regularly, like when I say regularly, like, I don't know, once a week or something like that, go on you, man. I could probably only do it about once a month. Mostly just because it would have to be somewhere where I've already been 1,000 times. That's another problem with it. I do want to go see other parts of the trails and stuff around here. So I did do a lot of shooting at the McKeldin area this past year. Still a lot over there that I had to go through. That isn't like officially part of the like little park there. It's a part of the Patapsco Park, but it's not like officially a part of like over like the little park setup. Place is alright. It's got a lot of good trails for hiking and mountain biking. There's some you can't bike on, there's some you can't. I get why. Some of it's kind of sketchy to run. If you don't know what you're doing. I can see why they chose that. But there's a lot of trails there that are really good. That are just walking. We've obviously there or that bikers. I get it though. There's some of them have stairs, so like, you know, you don't want people that are inexperienced on mountain bikes doing that kind of stuff. Even though it isn't hard, trust me, for very long. But even when I learned how to do it, really the only problem is when you do stairs, it's sketchy. It is. You can jump them. You can, depending on how big they are, fast you're going, all that. Or you could drop them sometimes, like you're going fast enough as a small stair set. You just like go off of the top step and even hit any of your steps fast enough. Or you can just ride down them, which is also like everybody makes fun of you know, the mountain bike YouTubers, stuff like that. Goofy ones like I don't remember his name. He's like a prolific maker. Sam Pilgrim. People make fun of him for doing that kind of stuff. It's like, dude, no, it's just fun. Can't tell what's going on with small flowers. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I'm from like the Pittsburgh area originally. Like that's where part of my life grown up at. I do want to go to Pittsburgh this summer and do some urban downhill. But I'm definitely gonna need a better bike, that's for fucking sure. Which I'm consciously saving up for right now. Saving up for a V. Thinking about getting a car because I already have a truck. I don't have another truck. Although it'd be cool to have a small truck. I'm not gonna lie. It would be cool to have a small truck. No, I'm not getting anything new. Let me think. What did I say to somebody one time? I was like, I'm not buying a new car until I make $100 a year. And that's not true because I've already made $100,000 in a year. It was just rare at the time. Thank you, snowplowing. But that's another reason why I want to get I do want to get a second truck though, because the Ford needs a lot of work, and I want something that I can, you know, enjoy driving. Like if I'm gonna get another truck, it's gonna be like a Porsche truck or a muscle truck from the 90s, something like that. It's not gonna be thousands. It's not gonna be a regular truck. Might be a small truck. I'm not sure yet. I'm just thinking about it now. I would love to get an SRT10. 1500 Dodge Ram SRT10. Have a truck with a Viper motor in it. That'd be cool shit. Even cooler if I could get a Dakota with that already done, but that doesn't exist, so. Not from factory, that would be a custom. That would be cool though. Not gonna lie. But I'm mostly focusing on getting another vehicle. Anything that's taught me the past close 4 months. Not having a vehicle sucks, even if you are paying for it to get fixed. It's just not fun, you know? It just isn't fun No one wants to deal with that shit. Granted, I have a mountain bike, but you know, you're not going long distance in a mountain bike. Really long distance. Very long. Even if you are like a road biker, you're not doing that to go to like your house, whatever. Unless you all are doing road bike, ride bikes. Not riding like would be a half-an-hour drive, every day or where you need to, because that's a lot of time. I don't know how long it would take me, but like for instance, going to my son's house right now, it's about a 20-minute drive, 30-minute drive depending on traffic. And there is no way in hell. I mean, if I had to for a reason, sure. There's no way in hell that I would do that regularly. He would have to come back with me, which he also rides. But with that said, yeah, I don't think he can make that ride very quick. Not trained for super long distances. Like I think the longest we've gone is with him is 50. Would have to train. He's going to be this year. He already said to go on the trails along. It was endurance. He's going to be doing a lot of endurance when we're out riding this year. Especially during the spring. Because when we were doing the Pokemon Go thing yesterday, we realized that he is ready for mountain bike. Apparently, so we're going to be going on long distance rides for a bit. Not long, not like super long. We'll work our way up. Did 10 miles Saturday, roughly. I'd say about like probably closer to 9. We did roughly 10. I didn't track it, so I didn't care. It was just stuff. Anyways. Get my mic real quick. I'm gonna blow my nose. Actually, his goal is to hit 30 this year because there is a trail, and this is 30 on trail, mostly trail. There is a trail that goes from my town to one of the towns that, you know, one of the other towns around here. Look at him, shiny boy. Hell yeah, let's go. I didn't run into the shiny boy though. Fuck, there was one behind him. Apparently, give me that one. Come back here, shiny boy. Come back here, shiny boy. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You ran off this way. Where did you go? Where did he go? He or she go? Where did he go? Is that it? Yes. Okay. Finally got one. Cool. Anyways, one of his goals is to hit 30 because it's 15 there and 15 on the way back. What he doesn't realize though, if we go early, like I don't know, if we start at like 8 o'clock in the morning, we would probably get there as long as we didn't stop too much. Like we stopped like every like 2 hours or so. Like not stop to like, get over a stream or something. To find where we were on the map, but like actually stop and take a break like for 20 minutes. We would get there in probably with his pace, by 12, but at the latest. But which it would probably actually be faster because he thinks that distance is really long because he's not used to he doesn't realize how long that isn't. Like it is a long distance, not get me wrong. 15 miles is a long distance. Like if you don't ride in America, like if you're foreign and you don't understand how long a mile is, let me give you a scale conversion. This is how I always link the two. So like, let's say 15 miles to kilometers. Is that wrong? I missed an E. That's meters. I literally. So 15 miles is 24 kilometers. So if you're foreign and you don't understand, when someone says they went 300 kilometers, like when people are like they broke 300 kilometers an hour, like on a car, I'm like that's not really that much. Like it is to the average person, but if you switch it, 300 kilometers an hour isn't that fast. It's fast for a regular street going car, yes, but it's not fast for a vehicle in general, and is for a car in general, because granted they're designed for this track, and there is a type of car. If you look at stock cars or NASCAR, which is stock car racing, even F1 can go faster than this. They just drive on a non-circular track or non-ring track. It's an actual circuit, which NASCAR is doing now too. Funny enough, starting to do now too. The reality is that like the Daytona 500 and stuff. Let's see, who was the fastest car at Daytona 500 this year? What was the fastest speed recorded at the Daytona 500 2020? India. I mean, that's actually kind of slow for Daytona. The fastest speed ever recorded. 210 miles an hour. Now, 300 kilometers sounds like a lot until you realize that, like when people say that, I'm like, that's not fast. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's fast. Don't get me wrong. That's fast for a normal street going car. Your car's going 300 kilometers an hour and you have a street car. That's a fast fucking street car. But, like, having been in America and watching NASCAR, you know, because you watch NASCAR and seeing the speeds and stuff, going 200 miles an hour was normal when I was a kid at NASCAR, especially the bigger tracks like Daytona 500 and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, 300 kilometers an hour is less than 200 or kilometers an hour is less than 200. It's like 180 something. Which is fast. Don't get me wrong. Car going 180 something is insane. By any metric, especially on like public street. But any metric is shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what the top speed of an Indy car is, or Indy or F1, which are relatively the same, a little bit different, but F1's more of like the pinnacle apex of it, whereas Indy is like the NASCAR version of that kind of open wheel racing. But the reality is that a lot of people think like in Japan, I'm sure, because they don't do stock car, you know what I mean? They don't do stock car racing, stuff like that. When they broke 300 kilometers an hour, that was rare. And this is during the midst of the tuner scene in the 80s, 90s, right? Daytona hit 210, and race team hit 210 at Daytona in the 80s. So, a race car driver did hit 2. That's not even disputed. But yeah, that doesn't seem super fast. Really fast. So when you say kilometers an hour, when you say you hit 300, I'm like, that's what? Yeah, 186 is 300 miles. Or 186 is fast for a street car. 210, nice kilometers. What is? Yeah, 210 is 337 kilometers. So like we've been seeing that for a long time. They didn't hit that high this year because they changed the cars. I'm not sure if it's for the better or for the worse. I'm not really too picky about the cars. I never enjoyed the fact that Toyota became part of it. Because, I mean, they're not really, you know. I also don't like the way stock cars are now versus when I was, or when how it originally started. Stock cars originally started with actual stock cars. Like, called it that. Some modifications and stuff. You had a limit on horsepower. You had a limit on safety, things like that. Granted, it was a little bit looser back then. Safety. But it was a thing. I mean, act like it wasn't safe until recently. I'm like, dude, safety is super important. It is. I think it's too safe. Because I think a lot of the things that we, every country, or every group of people, whether it be someone from Japan, someone from America, Russia, pick a country, right? Pick a race of people. It doesn't matter. Safety doesn't yield result. What I mean by that is that it's dangerous to go in waters that you've never been in before, right? So the only way to actually progress a technology or a method or whatever it may be is to actually push it to its absolute, if you can. There's obviously legalities to that, like not take a stock car to street roads supposed to do that. You can it is legal here. If it has lights, you can legally. So if you put lights in a stock car, you can legally drive lights and ag for area. You could actually legally do it. You just have to get a new exhaust. Not quite. I don't know what kind of exhaust they use now. The muffler style they used to use is called a boom tube, and it wasn't quiet at all. I mean, those cars are so fucking loud. It's like. Same with like dragsters, top fuel dragsters. People don't realize this. It's so loud that like the volume you have it on your TV. Top fuel dragsters, dude. If you're not wearing ear protection in the same vicinity as them, like if you're at track level, you're wearing safety gear for that shit's fucking retarded. It's so loud. It's like a sound. It's just like an explosion of sound. It's like there's no real sound that can explain. But it's loud even before it takes off. A lot of loud engine noises. If you've never heard an engine that doesn't have an actual exhaust, like top fuel dragsters only have headers that come straight off the block and out of the engine bay. That's all it is. Pipes that come from the engine block, exhaust port to right outside of the engine bay. All it's for is to make sure that none of the exhaust can get back up to the driver, and that's about it. Keep that in mind. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna get another vehicle. I kind of want to get a small truck, but I haven't decided yet. Or like an old sports truck. Or just get a small eventually. My goal is to actually own 2002 Dodge diesel. Ideally. My goal. But goals take time, and finding a decent one cost me a lot of fucking. One, it's already 20 years old. Two, it's probably gonna need a lot of things rebuilt, even if it was well maintained. Bushings and stuff, even when the car's sitting in a garage, do a punishment. Formed the car, whatever piece of the car on, and you like place them. Doesn't include like gaskets and stuff. You'd be surprised that like all these garage kept cars, yeah, they run, but they only run when you drive it a little bit. Drive it daily, you're talking about gasket failures all over the fucking place. That's another thing you gotta realize. You pretty much gotta rebuild the whole car. You gotta put in a head. You gotta put in a head gasket. You gotta do the head gasket. You gotta do transmission gaskets. You gotta do everything. I'd recommend every gasket, period, if it's a gasket. And if it's not a gasket and they're using well, it is a gasket. Make the gasket on the vehicle with the liquid kind of all that, but for the olive, yeah, that's my plan. What happened? It might take a while because I like the 04. It's nice. I want a diesel and a vehicle that I don't drive every day that I can go have fun in. You boat it up a little bit. There's one. Tiny boy. We got 2 of the 3. But, yeah, I want to have a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? I don't want to just... like a sport vehicle. Yay, we got another shiny. Another one. Be cool if I found another one while I'm just walking around here. All of them all. What is that? Magnemite. They sleep? Do they have to sleep? Metal balls. I don't get Magnemites. I don't even know how they're alive. Saunders. They with Voltorbs? I don't get how they're alive. They're living. Get it? I'm sure there's actual living creatures that are just really small that I can't see with the naked eye. How's that thing alive? How is that a living thing? It doesn't even make any sense. I like the shape and the way it looks. Get at. Be surprised. Sure. Good biology. 2 shiny Smallows. Looking for another one. One more. Be done. Olives. Still gotta do Lapras. We still gotta do Charcadet. We have to get 2 Charcadets, I think. And that's about it. And then, no, we gotta get, look at the map. We got Finn yesterday. One of them. We need one more of those, one more Charcadet, which that's a good spot right there. A real good spot right there. Charcadet, Smoliv. Off Smoliv here. Already got Finn. What do you say? The Dolphin. Already got that. Done that. Too far out of. What's it called? That one thing. Bug. Why isn't it popping up? Ah, here it is. Here's one. This one's not too bad. It's not too far away from there. Wishful field. Sawato. Okay. And then Lapras, because I did Scyther yesterday. The Scyther's done. I already have the port online. That's a weird place for a Lapras to be. I'm like, but that's a good spot because it's up to the wall. Scyther because I only needed one. I still have him. I think I tried. Yeah, I didn't. I got all the Scyther stuff. Or still one or which I call it like a. Got one Swaddle. I need two more of those. I need two more of this bad boy, and then these are done. I just elephant. What's done with the Smolives? Gotta get one more Smoliv. I forget what sandwich that was. Clawfish sandwich. Off sandwich. Leg sandwich. Listen to me. I don't remember what. That's the grass level 2. There's not pop. Oh, way out here. What are you doing? Crazy Smolives. Just out there doing their Smoliv thing. Did you see one more shiny? I think I caught all the shinies on this side, didn't I? Or was the other one on that? There's the first one on that side. I don't remember. But I think it was over there. The trail. Things I noticed. I think both caught over here though. No, the first one ran over here. What was the last one? Was it over there? No, it was over there. I have the whole line done. That's the only reason I'm doing these is because it's part of the event that's going on inside of Scarlet and Violet. And to be honest, these are more interesting to me than the Univo event and stuff because Pokemon Go suck. I can't stand it. I'd rather just pay for the remote raid passes and play at home for legendaries, and that's about it. I'm not, and just do like once a week type of thing. Not into it that hardcore. And most of the Pokemon in Pokemon Home, I'm probably just gonna end up transferring to not all of them, 3-star legendaries and up, and all my 4-stars are staying over there. But they help with raids a lot. Both of those sections of things. But most of them are coming back over. They're going to home. And weekly, I'm just gonna start dumping. Since I don't kill that much anymore, just start dumping them much as I can in time. And no, I'm not kidding. I think I'm done with Pokemon Go for the most part. I think eventually, I mean, if I was, I don't know, would I play that way? No, because the problem is, what the real problem is, I don't have a group of friends to play with. We just play with a group that locally does it around here. I'm not saying they're not friends, some of them aren't friends, but the reality is that it's not fun the way they do it. They just drive around in cars and stuff, and I was like, dude, I don't want to do that. I want to walk and ride and talk. Maybe you'll get a beer afterwards, and people don't want us to do that. It's kind of crazy. It was never the most social thing around here anyways, but I think the biggest problem is that Pokemon, if you're an adult and you're playing, not all adults obviously, a lot of them though seem to be socially inept. They don't know what they're doing. People think I'm socially inept because I'm just a dickhead. It's like, no, I'm just a dickhead. You just don't like the way I'm acting. That's on you. The reason I act that way is because of people like you who usually the ones who are complaining about people being dickhead, ones who are going to cause the problem. And by dickhead, I don't mean I'm an outright asshole or anything like it. I don't unless we're friends. You talk about things that we're doing right now. Care about your life. because you're gonna talk about something I don't know about. Like, it's not like their lives personal. I'm talking about like their like bullshit ideologies. What it really is I get tired of, because the reality is that I spend a lot of time diagnosing problems and stuff. Devices, mostly phones, tablets, switches. I spend enough time doing that, and I get a lot of wrong advice from that, doing that thing, and the reality is that I don't want to hear advice. You need to talk about something we haven't or talk. Not because I think it's like a touchy subject. No, it's just like my beliefs are my beliefs because everything in the world has told me the belief that you believe is probably. Anytime that I thought about it and started acting in such a way that I believed that, my life goes to shit. So I have to follow a strict narrow path. Because apparently everybody else can do this stuff, but some people aren't allowed. Seen. And I don't mean like that in a karma sense. I mean like actual. Like, you know, things that aren't necessarily wrong, aren't exactly in a moral gray area. It's like, it's really not wrong. It's just you guys don't like it, right? Like, it's a big, huge fucking problem everywhere. For what I've got, mostly, I've noticed it's mostly in societies where has essentially been. Well, I don't. And yes, if you're a guy, feminism is fucking you. You different. Don't. Feminism is trash. It's not good. As any other ideology. It has very true proven results, and the proven results are they keep saying women are happy when they're single or whatever. It's like, actually, they're not happy all the way around. Like, when you look at the rates of the same thing goes for men too. It's the same shit. You look at the rates of women's depression and the psychotic medicine shooting up after. That kind of shows you that when you look at a lot of things, you just that a lot of the people just like to look at things or follow their narrative. Whereas, like, I look at things and I look at the overall benefit of whatever it may be. Last shiny, hell yeah. What's up, Robin? Yeah, there's a lot of things in the world that are just fucked. There's a lot of ideologies that caused it, not just one. Sorry. That's another thing. It all becomes this fight between one or the other, and the ideologies have fucked a lot of things. One of them. It's not just one ideology. People like to think that they're just wrong. Oh, there are problems that are easily fixed by looking at some ideologies and saying, well, this problem could be fixed if we just did this. Because it's true. If we just did this, this would be a little bit better. It's not a utilitarian standpoint. I guess you could say it is. But it's more of like, I don't really care. Like you have to say. I'm looking at things the way they are and just looking at them for what they could. Which has never come to pass and never does. So. The reason it never does is because, well, it works. That simple. The way the world works. You gotta take things as they are, not as, things as they are, not necessarily want them. Not everything. Easily, I don't know if he has to. Fucking no. See what he said. That's smaller for advice. But it matters because he's just shiny and he's just like. Flail? Heat bomb. Grass? Why would you? No. Why would you want flail? Guess it doesn't really hurt you that much. Bag of drains good. Razor leaf good. So let me make the Pokemon. But the reality is that most ideologies, the ones that are new or old, do cause problems. And people just don't want to admit it. Fix those problems within those ideologies, probably. But 35. But usually doesn't come to pass. You just learn Seed Bomb. What is with you? You just don't like the moves that you get, that you choose? That's the dumbest fucking thing you could possibly do. No, I'm not asking you anymore. Just evolve and shut up. That's all I have to say. Fucking put. Like all the light green sections, they could have just made black. It would have looked really good. Or light 8. What color is that? Brown, tan, beige, whatever the fuck color that is. But you know. Yeah, because you make stupid decisions. Or what you know. Where it comes. But I caught the 2 shinies, or 3 shinies that I need. And I'll have to get... Did I do Charcadet or Lapras? Or, I think I'll just go do Charcadet since I'm on the map already. Alrighty. I already have 1 Charcadet. We could go for it. Olive wasn't that long. Didn't take that long. For... You say it's the... Arbor Olive? Olive? I'll change the Charcadet to Violet. Evolve them, whichever ones. I forget which. Evolve them in a long. There's that. I'm gonna save since I have all of them. Charcadet, I guess. There was a good Charcadet spawn that was in between 2 things. Right there, perfect. Fly here, and you just play fire level 2. I'm not going to be getting level 3s because I don't have the Herba Mystica. Which I should grind for a little bit, but... You know, it's a Wiglet. Do a picnic, guys. You eat a water sandwich or a fire sandwich. We already did the water. Or water or ice. After I'll probably do ice. But, well, it depends on where it is. Down. Cat firepower level 1. All that for level 1. That was crap. Level 2 I already did. Level 2. Kick. Kick. Fighting. Nope. Do I not have an encounter fire level 2? Or is it only urban? Pacific urban. Here we go, level 2. Enough. Grab some char cadet and bullshit. How does this go again? Looks like the basil goes and underneath everything. It's not gonna look like the same, by the way. Picture anyway. I'm just trying to figure out how to layer it without fucking everything. First thing I'm gonna do is wait for onion. I think I'm gonna put everything flat down first and go from like flatter, I should say. Pepper, the leaves, the jalapeno. Then we'll put the chicharro. I don't know how to say it. Nest. Yeah. Weird shaped and these are just round. They roll off easily. Getting better at the sandwich making stick. Not great, by the way, but just better. All right. Firepower level 2 sandwich, and we'll head off to the It's a 5-alarm fire sandwich. What else did they put on there? Jalapenos aren't that spicy. I mean, they're spicy, dude. Put enough in it. I'll tell you right now, though. You only need like one good size jalapeno. Not giant, not little. Just, you know, a little bit bigger than average jalapeno to make a dish real good and spicy, but not so spicy that you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to eat spicy food. Now, obviously, I don't mind eating the super duper spicy stuff every once in a while. But, like, usually it's just, like, pretty spicy. You know? It's not super duper spicy. Not like some ridiculous spice. And I mean as an everyday thing, not like as a every once in a while thing. Every once in a while thing, that's made for, that's how you do, really spicy stuff, everyone. Looking for the blue eyes. Blue eyes of char cadet, shiny char cadet. Well, I got small of, a little bit easier because you can just see the top of its head easier. That's all. Blue eyes. We have one. Need. That's all that really matters. One. Fire over here. Come back in a minute. Wait, is that part of the same area? Look at the map when I back. Yes, it is, isn't it? South Province area. So used to the provinces being split up. eyes. One kind of sucks. This one's not much better though. That one's fucking horrible. See if there's any other Charcadet spots. I thought that was a really good spot, but I'm so used to the river putting the things. Not a great spot either. Yeah, but they do reset after you go so far, so doing that. If I have to, I'll go to the Poke. Ain't that far away. The exit. No blue eyes. Blue eye. Blue eye. No blue eyes. No blue eyes. Not blue-eyed. It actually kind of stands out because when I called the first one, it stand out. This it. It's like that blue fire color. Not really like blue. I didn't mean to run into you, but wait, guys, what level are you guys? Me? Other one's like 50 or something. He's like, I'm out of here, bro. Fuck that shit. I'm battling with. Checking everything. Get over here. Besides this. I'll just go out to this, what is that? Flamingo. And then just part back. That big old spot of grass. Charcadet. Where are you? This spawn. Are you the same Stanler or are you different? At me. Worried that I'm gonna do something. Where's South Province end? Province area. Area 3. I just have to go up the mountain. That will reset it. Go to a different province. Sure. I think this tower is level 3. I'm not 100% on that. Or area 3. Maybe not. Changed. It didn't do its little birds. Or is that part of level 3 and that's 5 in the world? Put over to here and see. We just have to go up here. Where's it cheap? That's what I'm curious about. This isn't South Province. That's Area 3? Jeez. That's a long distance, but we can keep it. It hurt now. I'm streaming for 2 hours. Oh god. You're good. I am. But once I land, I can do it. Get out of here. Blue eyes. Blue eyes. No. Blue eyes. Blue eyes. No. Blue eyes. No. No, no, no. Nope. Hold on a note. You guys over here. Nope. Nope and nope. Alright. I ain't run a too sharp of a turn, bruh. Relax. I'm catching you. Pedaling. Just to go to this Pokemon Center. That resets. That's what I'm gonna do. And come back. That's the fastest reset I got right now. South Province Area 5 is a pain in the ass if it's not near the border. The other one. Oh, that's every province, but South Province Area 5. Their issue. I don't know if these guys are actually resetting. I don't know. Could be, they could not be. Who really actually? Just assuming they are. There's an item. Got a Pokeball. Got an Ultra Ball. Makes ground like I haven't eaten all day. You hear my stomach growling? My bad. I don't know why it's doing. And I haven't eaten a lot today, but I haven't eaten nothing. A meal. Get fast. Dude. But yeah, once I get my endurance back up, I'll be shooting more mountain bike videos. It's gonna take a while. The clocks jump forward in a week. So that'll be helpful, but I also need to see like the hours, the sunlight hours, what sunrise and sunset are. Because I'll tell you right now, a 10-mile ride, no matter what you're riding it on, unless you're going 10 miles an hour, it's gonna take a while. Or faster, it's gonna take a while. And I'll tell you right now, my average is not 10 miles an hour, unfortunately. It also includes hills. We live in an area that he's got blue eyes. Look at him. Alright. One. A little tiny Charcadet. I don't know about you, but I can't bike that fast uphill. I mean, I can for a very short period of time. I can't do it for like... Some of the hills here are huge, dude. Like, we live in the foothills of the Appalachian. It is not easy for us to get up and down. Not in the Appalachian. That's okay. You other said blue eyes? Looking all you again. Because I think I checked that one before. And I said, oh. Sure. That one might have spawned. Like after I turned around. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Mountain biking should be this year. I'm hoping to go to places. I'm hoping to get a new bike this year. I want to get a dual suspension Duro. Duro because I'm going to start doing bigger stuff again. And, like, big stuff. Big jump. I gotta get back into that whole mindset. I can still jump, by the way. It's not like I'm that rusty to do it anymore. But I do have a family to think about, so I can't just be doing giant jumps and not. I can't just like not progress my. Worry about. But that'll be fun. And I'll start making more mountain biking content and stuff like that. The important part for actually mountain biking. I like making it. I want to get a new mountain bike. I also want to get a new camera. I think I'm going to go with the 60 action camera thing. I forget what it's called. Whole name. But from what I'm hearing, it's better than the GoPro. It doesn't overheat like the GoPro because I've had my GoPro overheat. Granted, I have an 8. Not the newer ones, but yeah, not fun when you're like when you're riding. And there was a real fun part of the trail. Because, I just turn it on and then edit it. Clip things down, things like that. Cut down the more exciting parts. Or I'm talking about the area, like, hey, look at this out. Check this out. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Nothing like. I want to do more rides in different towns and cities. That'd be fun. Like the main streets and stuff like that. I like small town main streets, personally. Just because the old school architecture, if there is any left, because some towns don't have, or they don't have the old school architecture. What am I doing? Major cities? The only problem is that I don't really like major cities. Like, and it's not like I just don't like them. Like any problem you bring up, I don't even really care about. The only problem that I care about is that there's not enough green in a city. Green or even just nature in general. So, besides like bugs and rodents and stuff, I mean, yeah, obviously you got like coyotes and stuff in certain cities and things like that. But, and raccoons and possums and stuff, but like when I'm out in nature, I want to see a deer. You know what I mean? I want to see deer. I want to see squirrels. I want to see not just pigeons. Because at least here on the East, I don't know about everywhere else, or seagulls. I don't know about here. I don't know about everywhere else in America, but all the major cities on the East Coast, there's either seagulls and or pigeons, or just pigeons, or gulls. When I say, I don't mean major city as in like New York or in this state, it would be Baltimore. But what I'm really talking about is any city that has a very large population, actually considered like has actually like some, like even smaller cities that just have high-rise buildings, you know what I mean? And I know it's like weird and people all that, but never been a city person or like visiting every once in a while to go to concerts and stuff, but other than that, I can't. And to be honest, if you want my honest opinion, nothing against people who live in these cities, but a lot of y'all are fucking ridiculous and deal with you. If it was up to me, I'd be a hermit on the side of a mountain where it snows a lot. But it's not. I have a kid. Part of the life. People forget how important part of life, and you have a duty to take care of your offspring. You have a duty to take sibling. You have that duty. Now they have the duty to also do that for themselves and do that for you. It's not just a one-way street. And it is, you actually talk to them, sit them down, and actually talk to them. Why are you acting this way? As much as people think duty isn't important, it is very important. That's why grounds for divorce for like cheating and stuff is very important. Even in religious, because you have a duty to not cheat on your spouse. You have to not bad things. I guess cheating technically isn't bad. It just makes our feelings hurt, but like it being bad isn't necessarily fit. It can be, like, if you get an STD from cheating. that, pass it on, things like that. But that's how a lot of cheating gets found out too. It's kind of sad, actually. That and then the person who gave it to you will lie, or gave it to somebody else did not. Someone had to get it that way. Like, sure as hell it wasn't me. How it goes. No, I didn't. Just don't. I just couldn't. But usually it's because someone thought there was something greener on the other side, realized it wasn't, and made a mistake. And actually, I don't blame people. There's a lot of things I wouldn't forgive someone for, and that just happened. One of them. And people who do, but it's not really a judge. It's not a judgment of character, not a judgment of. I don't want to be around cheaters. My friends and I don't cheat. Have some of us in the past, yes. Definitely don't do it now. We haven't for a decade or. Actually, most of us don't. Most of us never really had sex outside of a occasional. Well, because, and it wasn't even like actual intercourse. I have a close, tight knit group of friends. But you know, help each other out, things good with family, and you do owe your friends something, right? Like, gotta be useful. How you make friends. I've made most of my friends. Most of my friends I've made through being useful to them. That's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Can't really, at least for guys, it's actually hard to bond over just talking. Because you know, most of us don't really care about each other's thoughts. Just don't. Unless it's like a super hard stance that disagrees with you, your whole entire life philosophy. That's usually, like, for instance, I'll give you a prime example. Most of my friends are either conservative or right-leaning libertarian. The only reason we could deal with the right-leaning libertarians can deal with the conservatives is because we both have the same ideas. Just libertarians think that everyone should be able to do what they want when essentially within reason, but who decides with what's in reason, right? People say, well, the government can. This stuff is like, yeah, but the government also said we could have guns, and they took away then they did the NFA. Why am I going to trust the government? Like, that doesn't me at all. I know that's not Blue Eyes. It's me at all. I'll tell you right now, if Trump, I even said this, whether you like him or not, this is the situation. I actually don't care on many personal reasons, but the biggest thing that he could do to have a lot of people vote for them, for Republicans for a very long time, is get rid of the NFA, get rid of income tax. By the way, if he gets rid of income tax, you do realize, right, that most American biggest bill is income tax, right? People think it's not, and I'm like, no, it is. It's definitely is. It's either mortgage or income tax, depending upon how much you make, right? It's dependent upon how much you make, obviously. But if your biggest bill is a tax, that's an issue, in my book. Taxes are there to support local government, and have them be paid for their services that they do in the government, which I think are overpaid, and they should not be making more than the average salary of the time. So if it's a lot of money of the time, if the money is worth a lot of the time, and they're making the average income of, like, for instance, the president shouldn't. I don't think the president should be I don't think anybody in government should be making more than the average. So you average out all the income, figure that out, right? What is it in America? I forget. It's been a while since I looked into it. I think that's the way it should be. And you can't make money, like, you can't be doing stuff while you're in office. That, like, you can do it after you leave. You can do it before, but you got to pull all that shit out, or just leave it alone and not actively trade. Sure yet. A little bit hard. Yes, they have a right to do what they want with their money, but not when it comes to when a lot of the stuff in, you know, they're buying gonna go up because it's government based. Like, for instance, I don't see Northrop Grumman as a private company. And all your work goes to the government, other governments. You are the government, right? And I know that's stupid and sounds goofy, but in reality, though, when you look at it, I have Northrop Grumman right near my building for Northrop Grumman, one of their buildings here, and actively there. I don't even know what they do there. I did apply for a job to the IT guy. The reason I did is because it was so close. I could literally walk there in 10 minutes. If I just walked without stopping, without having to stop for cars or anything, it would take me 10 minutes. On a bike, it would take me 5. If that. From the time I got on the bike and left, the time I got to them there. Very short. Stupid short. Too short. There is a benefit to living in your job, and I recommend everybody try to live their job. The only odd downside to that is, what is your job? Because having multiple options to work is awesome. Like I said, right now I work very close to my house. 5 mile drive. It's a 5 mile bike ride. You know, I take the roads to work from home. I'll just do whatever. To work, it is a 5. Cutting that down to less than a mile would be actually kind of. And the only problem with it is that it would take more to get to some places that I mountain bike at. Work. That's about it. I mean, but I could come home lunch break. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. And it's a good thing. But now I could. It's 5 miles. I'm not going to walk 5 miles in. Riding a bike, I can't come home lunch because a bike is because it take me about a half an hour there and back, and I wouldn't be able to eat. Wouldn't make much sense for me. But going let me put it this way: if I drove to that building, it would take me longer waiting for the red light. Like, because there's a red light in between here in that building. It would take me longer to wait at the red light than it would to get driving. How close it is. And that's going the speed limit, by the way, and stopping at the stop signs. Including all of that. It would still take me long. It still would take me longer at the house. You know, obviously you would want to drive to work when it's because you don't want, or at least when you go in, you know. One more blue-eyed little turd. That's what we're looking for. Have one. I can see a shark, but he's... Huh. It really doesn't. We find him. We back again tomorrow and do that. I'm just dedicated to now just catching the shinies in this game, or like, oh, I don't know. When was the last time I ate a sandwich? About half an hour ago. Then by now, I catch an olive. Came here and ate this sandwich at the. Make sure. There's a lot of Charcadets here, though. Hasn't worn yet. Yeah, it is a mass outbreak. I don't know how to be here. There's a stat somewhere that can tell me that, but it is not that stats or anything. I think the most important thing, especially for men, is duty and boys too, just males in general. Their duty to their friends and family and themselves. Like I said, I'm out of shape. And a duty to yourself to be in shape. It's not only a duty to yourself, but it's also a duty to your. It's also good to know a martial art for the reason. I do. I should go practice. But I don't. I have a trainer there help. I don't want to spend that money on that right now. But I do know Muay Thai, boxing. I've had to eat the sandwich. Go back to the. I guess we just. Yeah, over here I caught a shiny shelter in an inlet over there where the waterfall is. Shiny shell. I think that's where I saw the Fiend too. This is when they weren't in a mass outbreak. Used to. Picnic. Make sandwich. I forget what level that was. It was a really spicy sandwich, right? Sweet. Look for the spicy. 5 alarm. Ultra 5 alarm. Firepower level 2. There's no firepower level 2. Sure, right. No, this was it. But yeah. I don't think I would ever eat like a regular, like, as a whole. Sound like, I don't know why. I just thought of that. I don't think I would. I think I had to grind it up. I know that's what you're grinding up. I know. Good. To me. The basil. I'm saying it's bad for you. It doesn't seem like something to do. More than anything. Seems like something. That is all. Oh. Actually, the way I made a sandwich before. I got two. I will put cleaners. Right. I just like how you just drop stuff on a sandwich. I don't think I've ever dropped stuff on a sandwich. I think you just put it there. I probably dropped cheese. Alright, let me be honest. I probably slapped cheese down on his hand. I will say that. And lunch meat, I guess, but like a sausage? I don't think I ever dropped it in there. You just put it in contact until... Spicy boy. That was raid power. Realize that. I fucked up. Wait, was the first one raid power? Which one did I eat that was a 5 alarm? What was this one? No, I did eat a 5 alarm sandwich, but I guess I just got the shiny natural. That's annoying. Probably saw fire and was like, I'm not waiting for that. Or did I make that? So wait. This was raid power, and I went over there and got... What was this? Stupid. I'm dumb. Bug ghost, poison, bug, poison. Gotta take a level 1 then. Like, I know I've seen some fire encounter power ones. I don't know where they are. The refreshing sound. Okay. Something I would put together. I like mostly meat and products. Probably will. I'm not a huge fan of fruits and... Not that I hate them. I eat citrus, apples, that's fruits. Sometimes berries. Depends on like what I'm doing. Don't like avocado. Kiwi's fine every once in a blue. Don't like tomatoes by themselves. I'll eat them in a salad. Eat them in basically soup or sauce. Not eat them when it comes to by themselves or whatever like that. All right, let's go. Go. But yeah, other than that, mostly just meat and dairy and now I drink a lot of sweet drinks, so I really gotta stop doing. Only because I want to lose weight. You don't know. Drinking. Most people don't realize drinking sweet drinks is 99% of like why they're fat. Because I know a lot of people who drink a lot of liquids. And most of the liquids are free. They drink a lot of alcohol. That is also. Which is also just sugar. If you don't know, alcohol, if you're young and you don't know, alcohol is just sugar. It doesn't taste like sugar, but it's essentially just sugar. Why do I can't? It is, look at that. Hell yeah, ate the sandwich, he popped up first. That probably could have came back and got him though. Last Shark Cadet, let's go. That's pretty cool, I think. It wasn't as fast as getting all 3 small ones, because I caught the other 2 yesterday. Alright. Let's figure out how they evolve. Good. Or cadet. Scarlet gets the auspicious armor to get armorers and cruel fraud. I don't even know how to say that. The one with the 2. The fire child Pokemon. We'll figure that out. Where do you get that? Bronzor fragment. Do I have Bronzor fragment? That's actually a good question. I haven't seen Bronzor in a long time. I should look. I do. I have 10. Easy. Tap. Go. Okay. Not this one over here. I talk to that guy, get the armor for this one, and then evolve him. I'm assuming you can get it again. Like you can with the Galaric twigs and stuff, but he's in the center of town some area. I'm assuming he's just standing there. Nobody else. That's usually how they do. Like I said, though, I could be. Might have a Bronzor. Is it this guy? This guy's kind of. Okay, so this one's the auspicious armor. Cool. Alright. Evolve one. Bag. There it is. Look at it. So the shiny version, see what's different. I already know it's different. It's just his eyes. And I think they're like... Oh yeah, his stayed blue. That's right. I think the other one changed. Cool. Sure. Will-O-Wisp was good. Astonish is great. Fire Spin actually does the same thing as this. Well, if he doesn't like a bird. Ask him what he wants to do. Alright, fine. Skip it. I can teach you later. Alright. Now that we got that done, we will save. Oh no. We'll put the armor. Put all these guys in the boxes. All the shiny guys, and I'll take them to Pokemon. Swap them over to Violet and be good to go. Swap the other Charcadet to Violet and we'll be good to go. Real quick. Leave that. Then we have to go get Sawaddle. We're not taking out Sawaddle. Go get Sawaddle. And we have to go get Lapras, and we have to go get is it right? Yeah. Lapras and Sawaddle. I already had the Polywog lines. Too worried about that, obviously. That's just in home. I don't feel like grinding that out right now. So I'll make either a bug or a plant sandwich. I had a grass level 2 sandwich. For small loaf, but I don't know what's spawning around there, so I have to look for. A little bit longer than normal. But here shortly, I'm going to be trying to catch shiny Magikarp, so I'm going to definitely need Herba Mystica for that. Didn't mean to do that. To the button. It was on my lap. Silly thing I did. That's all I had to say. Righty, let's go. Let's go. We got that stuff done. Might call it a night now. We'll figure. All right, let's see. Box spaces. I'm gonna fill it in stuff because this is just like extras and shinies and stuff. I will eventually get all my shinies in a row and set up and stuff, but in a dex, starting a dex. I have the living. Actually, most of it right now. Outside of a good bit of it is mostly inside. Field right now. Put it all back. Elephant. Fill up the spaces again. You need to see the shinies that I have here. Some of them, not all of them. Those are staying. Those are staying in a. Well, probably do it for all of them. Mole. Yeah, I'm building a pretty good shiny collection already without even really trying. Most of it's from Pokemon Go. Here. I have gotten a lot of shinies from Scarlet and Violet when I was getting stuff, man. I was actually kind of sad. I got this bad boy right here recently. Also got the special, call it the shiny one, but there's no shiny mark. I got a bunch of them. I got these guys too. I got all 5 of them. That was fun. They're in this box, but yeah. Which that minor Sawaddle there because we are. Now we'll switch out games real quick. Saves. Put in Violet and grab Charcadet, the other shiny one. You don't see the game because I took the switch out of the dock to change out the game. Anyways. But, I haven't been in Violet in a while. I don't have any Pokemon because it was on my team in Violet. Art is where I leave. I emptied out Violet because I finished all of it. Well, not all of it. I pretty much only caught exclusives and the extra. But yeah. I think I'm gonna call it a night because I got early. I got to take a shower. You know all that. I take a shower at night and. Why are you scared, TJ? Don't be, man. Don't ever be scared. Confident. I know it's hard. I know it sounds like a dumb thing for me to say. You got it. Whatever it may be you're worried about, don't worry about it. Obviously, you gotta worry a little bit. I'm not saying do whatever, but Um, gotta be hopeful. Don't be scared. Hopeful. My brother went through a car accident when he was 15. A really bad one. He actually did. His heart did stop like a couple times. He had some surgeries after. He was never awake though. He was forced into. I don't know if I had the bronze or. Sure. Alright, we're I didn't catch a lot of Pokemon. Sinister chips. But not have any. Well, good thing I know where Sinistee spawn. Anyways, be confident and hopeful. The more you stress about it, the worse it's gonna get. It's not a joke. That's not me. I already did that like a long time ago. Should probably connect to the internet. It's a total thing. It's a total. Anyways, be confident, man. Be hopeful. Nothing's a sure thing. Be hopeful. Positive about it. Hopefully after it's all said and done, you don't have to do anything else requiring. You gotta think. Alright. Got it. I told my brother when he was going through stuff after his original surgery. Got it. Got it. I know it's so, and you could say very easily, it's easy for you, but it's actually not. It's not easy for me. I'll tell you why it's not easy for me. Because I don't actually know what's going to happen. You just like floated over here and fucked him up. Dude, you're just ape shit crazier. And didn't see your tiny. Not easy to. Six. 4 more. Charging it. Come on, buddy. I know it's scary. It is scary. I'm not gonna say it's not. I've never had any major surgery. I've seen the fear in my brother. It's scary. It really is. But confident and be hopeful. Gonna suck. Gonna hurt. All that is true. Alright? Got it. Probably have a lifelong time of taking medication. Because of the way that works. Usually. It sucks. It sucks. It's not the best spot to be in. Ever. But it could be worse. Always think about that. It could always be worse. Always worse. So always keep that in mind. Be worse. No, I forgot to put him in the box. Put him in the box. Could be worse, and you got it. I gotta think about it. You know? No, it's not saying much. I know you think it's me just blowing you off. As advice to how you not should think, but how you should look at things in life, that be grateful for what you have. Grateful you can get. That's another thing. There's plenty of people in this world who can't. That's just reality. It's a shit reality. I'll never say it's not. But the reality of the world is there's only so much people can do. Just kind of how the world works. I'm sure one day I don't have to worry about that kind of. It's not the day that we're in. Just be thankful for being alive, even if it is the help of doctors keeping you that way. Be thankful that you can get the surgeries done. And be thankful that I'm assuming that your parents are going around out friends or whoever it may be, because I don't know how old you are. Hopefully they're there, and hopefully that they'll help you out. That's the thing people forget. You know? Even I forget it sometimes. Not just genius or someone who's always grateful. I am always grateful. I am, for the most part. Obviously, sometimes you forget to do that. Everyone does. Everybody falls every once in a while. You know? But just remember, things could be worse. And I hope the best for you. I hope you go through surgery and nothing gets complicated. And your life is as easy as it can be after having that surgery. And you go on to great things with either your family, friends, or all of the above. And by great things, I don't necessarily mean you're the next Einstein or you're the next president or whatever it may be. Just great things like taking care of each other. Um, I say great. I don't necessarily mean things that are extraordinary or that are different to the normal life. When I say great things, I mean doing things you like to do. Um, doing. I hope you can keep doing after this. Um, doing things that or being around people you like to be around. Uh, taking care of yourself and others around. Those are great. People talk about people doing great things. I always hear them talk about like uh, Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, pretty much inventors, right? Really, the greatest thing you could ever do is uh, support your family and friends in any way, whether it be moral support, uh, whether it be helping them in time. Uh, simple as, hey, maybe you shouldn't have that drink because they became an alcoholic or something like that. Or hey, maybe you shouldn't, do the drug anymore. It's your life's not better, or worse. He's saying the same. Could maybe financially, if you get to that age, things like that. Glad, alive. Be glad that you're alive and you can do other things. What might help, always helped me put things in perspective. So I keep, I don't write in every day necessarily. You don't have to. I would write it for about, I would say, start doing that. Grab a pen and a notebook. Do it, pen and notebook. Don't do computer. Pen and notebook. It could be like a fancy one you see online that's like sold for that purpose. Or it could just be your standard notebook you see at school. And just write down things you're thinking and things like that. It does help a lot. Notice that helps a lot. It keeps your life in perspective because it makes you think about it, right? I've never had any major surgeries or anything, but as a young adult, the worst thing that you could do is hurt yourself. When I was a young adult, I crushed the soft tissue in my foot. That's not good when you work a manual labor job. Right? So I was out of work for a good month. Solid. And I go back sometimes and read some of the things at my low points in my life, like that for instance. Let's exchange what? I can't read your name because it's not in a language that I understand. I would need a name. Yeah, you just be thankful you're alive. Be thankful you can get help. Just think about this. I don't know what kind of surgery you're getting. I don't know the details, but at one point in time, you probably couldn't get this. And in human history, couldn't get this. So just be thankful that you can do something about it. Like, yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. I'm not saying it's not. What I'm saying is, thankful that there's doctors here to help you. Thankful your parents and or friends are going to be helping you. Grandparents. I said I don't know your personal situation too much. Told me a little bit. Just be thankful, and this goes for anybody out there. I'm gonna tell you something that most people won't tell you. Write down your thoughts. I can tell you right now, even to this day, I have stacks of journals. Pause it. Every once in a while I'll go back and read some of the tough times I've been through. And it's good for your handwriting too. It does help you with your like that. Just remember, things could always be worse. Things could always be worse. And I think you'll come out just fine. Will life be perfect? No. Life is never perfect. It's another thing you gotta learn. I suggest everyone learn it at a young age, but some parents don't want to teach their kids that. I don't understand why. But life is never perfect. When you see what looks like perfection on social media or YouTube or video content or whatever, any kind of content, it's not true. It just isn't true. Life just isn't perfect. Never has been, never will be. And it sucks that we go through a bunch of trials and tribulations throughout life, but that's part of life. Do you believe in a God or not? You are put through trials and tribulations your whole entire life. It's not a random luck of the draw. It's just the way it works. It seems random, right? I'll say this, it seems random. But with that said, it isn't necessarily random. Is it a higher power? I don't know. I don't know what we're exchanging, so no. And I don't really have much on this profile, so left in this profile, so give you some words of advice, man. Grab a notebook, grab a pen, start writing down your ideas and thoughts and your fears, your whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and act like life's gonna be peachy keen afterward. I don't know the extent to what's going on, and I'm not a doctor, so I can't really tell you anything. But what I can tell you is that very simply, that you go through trials and tribulations in life. Everyone does. Everyone does. Yours just happens to suck right now. And this is one thing I actually learned from watching my brother deal with his accident. I didn't even learn this firsthand. I learned it by watching my brother. My brother is younger than me. Very stoic. Good guy. Always been a good guy. He's never been one to be a person. He might have done some bad things and made some mistakes in the past, but never been a complete. Everyone goes. Everybody does. They fuck up. It is what it is. But watching my brother go through the stuff that he went through, I learned a lot of stuff just by watching in life. And watching, everybody, my dad, my mom, myself, thinking about it, writing about it. Get a journal, write it down, think about your thoughts that you're thinking of. Also, regularly, not every time you journal, but regularly, I'm going to be honest with you, regularly, you should be, let's say once a week, once a month, somewhere in that time frame, 2 weeks. When you write in a journal, write down what you're thankful for. Because, my journal was just open because I got up and got to the bathroom, and my son reading what I was writing, and he didn't realize it was a journal because to him it could have been anything. He never knew the thoughts that I had, some of the thoughts that I had about him. Proud of him I was. I've always thought him I was proud. I've never articulated why. I have never, and he learned a lot. And I'm glad he did, because sometimes I think he thinks that I don't care, like what he does, things like that. No, I care very much. Try to take care of him the best. Grow up to be a solid human being as a whole. And he needs to start journaling. I told him that. Like, if you need a notebook or something, tell me, I'll go get one. I want like a special one with like a leather bound or whatever. I don't care. Buy you one. Big deal. Yeah, do that. And it'll help. It clears out. It gets helps because then you know yourself. Really, you really do start learning. As long as you're just thinking about, you know, and going back and reading on some of those hard times, man, it makes you very grateful for what you have right now. And let's be honest, I was out of work for a month. That's nothing. We're out of work for sometimes a year. So, like, for me, it was like, for me, it was a good outlet to not like you might feel lost when you're writing in it, right? But it's a good idea to get your ideas down in a good way without, you know, without it being too hard. You don't have to talk to somebody. But do talk to people. I'm not saying don't talk to people. I'm saying the exact opposite. If you need to talk to your parents, or a friend, even a psychiatrist. I'm not one to think psychology is real. It's at least it's not this sense of like science. It's non-replicable. It has a replicability issue. That's why I don't really consider it an actual science. It has nothing to do with the actual behind the science. I'm not saying there's people and they're just a writer. What I'm saying is it's too open-ended to be a science. We don't even really understand. Like, we understand how the brain chemistry works. We don't really even understand it, I guess you would say. That is a greenie boy. That is a shiny. Alright. But the reality is, man, life will get better. Right? I have 100% confidence. Be alright. Be thankful. And hope that nothing is anything. Go. That's my advice. At this point, it's out of your hand. There's a lot of times in your life where certain things in your life are including your own life. And you're coming to the reality of that right now. The reality of that right now. Surgery. What I suggest is, you know, grab a journal, or just grab a piece of paper right now. Grab a blank piece of paper, printer or something. Start writing. Start writing what you fear. Start writing what you're thinking. You can actually formulate thoughts, complex thoughts, like, you know, what you believe, it's like that. You write. And you also have a track record of you writing it. You'll know exactly. I mean, exactly why, how, what reason. You don't have to go in excruciating detail. You know, because you'll remember that. Because human brain works sometimes not great, you know. We tend to remember the things that hurt us. We like as children. There's probably plenty of, like, having grown up and looked around, my friends and family, noticed that everybody forgets the good times. Everybody remembers the bad. Remember both. That's why I say you should journal, especially when something good is going on in your life. And there's a reason for that. It's so you can go back and look. I have a stack of journals, and everybody should be doing this, especially if you want to build family lineages like that. Because it'll help them later on. Like, when I pass away, every single read through, better not throw away. I told him I'm gonna be getting all of them. I was like, and don't ever throw them the fuck away. As a matter of fact, if anything, get them printed into a real book. Help from your father after he's passed. So I actually told my dad to do that because he's never been one that went through a battle with cancer. Okay? Go on. I told him, I was like, Dad, I know you're frustrated and life sucks right now. why don't you start writing down, like, how you're feeling, whether it be physically and mentally. Think other thoughts while you're doing it, like when you're just thinking about things. You should do that. It might help you. He was going through a period of his, when he afterwards thought he would. Well, he wasn't the man he should be in after fighting. He lost a lot of weight. Lost a lot of. Can't really eat good. Oh, why you're. I don't even. Just it. Right, but he went through a little bit of a. And it's fine. I expect. Every person who has made their life-changing surgery, whether good or bad, doesn't matter what the surgery is for. Whether it's going to help you or it's not, or it's something you would die. I think. I feel like it would help a lot more if people just wrote down. I think there'd be a lot less mental illness if everybody kept. They'd be able to think why they were thinking. They would be able to think, not only just think about random thoughts that they have and stuff like that. Go back and think on it. But, and see what they were thinking at the time and see how they've changed. Things like that. Right? But they would also be able to look at their past and see, wow, life really. So, in comparison. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. Life isn't perfect. Nothing's perfect. When you think you see perfection online, it's all fake. Not real. Fake. Never been real. Nothing's perfect. Everybody says it is, but get close. You can get close, but not perfect. I mean, if you ever worked in a machinery shop, you know this. You measure everything within thousandths of an inch, right? And then it still doesn't fit. It still doesn't work right. You go back and measure it again, and it's still within the same thousands of it. But you gotta make some little bit of hairline adjustments on the fly. And then it fits. But even then, really fit perfectly? Because why did that measure weird, right? You always have that in the back of your head. If you've ever done anything that has to do with measuring and cutting, you realize that it's never going to be perfect. Get as close as you possibly can to it being perfect, but it's not. It sucks. It kind of sucks. It really does. I didn't see it. I'm not sure. It sucks, but it is a part of life. What you should be going for instead of perfection is a very, very, very thankful, very, very, very thankful. Be appreciative, thankful, and nobody is perfect. Nothing is perfect. And I know it sounds like I'm coming off as just giving you easy advice to follow that isn't actually real. Very important to keep your mind intact. So do that. You gotta keep your mind intact. Just keeping it intact means keeping it busy. Pick up a hobby that you can do while you're recovering that isn't just video games or watching TV and shit like that. Pick up an actual hobby. Crawling. There's a shiny? Alright. Like, just remember, man. Things could get worse. Things could be worse and drastically worse. You gotta remember. My brother died a total of 3. His heart stopped a total of 3 times. Had to bring him back with a different times. Now he was never brain dead, but he had to be brought back to life 3 times. And he didn't know that. Awake. Excuse me. Remember, things do get better. It might suck right now. Yep. I tell people that all the time. I tell my son all the time, right? Like, he doesn't like school at all. He hates it. Just like his dad. Aspect. I was like, I mean, think about it, man. You should be grateful. I was like, why? I was like, because, like, they're not teaching you what you should be learning in school. Or even in his opinion. Be thankful that there's people out there who are willing to teach you anything. Even if I think it is the wrong thing to be teaching kids, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be thankful for having someone who's going to teach you. That includes your parents and stuff too. And be grateful that you have a place to go to where you can at least talk to 2 hours a day, right? Does that evolve a different way? How the hell does this thing fucking evolve? Am I stupid? Probably. The things will get better, man. Be positive. Think on the brighter side of things. Be hopeful everything goes well. And I think, oh, high friendship. Bro. Take a little bit. Oh, isn't there an item that does that? You hire friendship. Not zinc. Not wise. And not the mask for Ogre Palm. I want to say it was like... That's what it was. And that one will evolve into the... And we'll just do some, like, with him. I don't know what we're going to do with him, but we'll do we feed him stuff. Berries and stuff. Make a sandwich. Is there a sandwich that's super different? I don't know. Friendship's kind of hidden in the back. I mean, so where am I going? I need a rare cane. But you got it, man. You'll tough it out. Put out. Be stronger for it. Keep your mind in check. Don't go crazy thinking about the bad things. Really. Don't go crazy about thinking about the good thing. Reality is that life is more complicated than that. And sometimes life sucks. And you grow up. Hopefully by this time next year, you'll be completely and fully healthy. Not have to worry about it. I really do hope that for you. Isn't like just a feel good message. I'm serious. I hope for most people in the world, if not all people in the world, that they realize what they're doing, fix the issues that they have. They have issues, whether it be something that's doctor has to put into you to fix or personality, and just be hopeful for the future and hopeful that you're gonna be just like you were before you got diagnosed with, or at least as close as possible. It is gonna change you. It is. You're gonna go through a lot of pain. All surgery is gonna have a lot of pain to it. You're probably going to have scars for the rest of your life. No matter how minute it may be. And it sucks. But it'll make you stronger, both mentally and physically. It might kick yourself in the ass to stay healthy and be healthy, not to do stupid things like I do, like smoke or drink excessively like I did when I was in my early late teens, early 20s. At a max happiness for Assassin's Creed. Second.
Hey folks, Monkey.
Don't play. Don't play. Don't keep this. All as end. Here, real quick. And look, man, it isn't about pretty simply. Life isn't about only the positive things. There are negative things, there will always be negative. So keep that in mind and just be happy. That when you're done dealing with the surgery, whether it's the healing words or even a lifetime of having to take things like that, that things you could be gone. You don't have to be. Just telling me what I already knew. Okay. Tell me what I. That's fine. Okay. We're back. We're just gonna pop a sandwich or make a sandwich, play with the Pokemon. He'll be buddies really too angled. We'll do it right here. About that with the layers. Another shine. It would have been funny if it would. I would catch it. You got it. All right. Just remember, you got this. Stay positive. Life gets better, and the worst that could happen that let's give you a bath. I want you to be super. Get angry with me. I like you. Yay, you're happy. You're angry. But just remember, man, things can get worse. And hopefully everything will be great. You gotta hope, be hopeful, and be super happy things are gonna be fun, you know? I didn't mean to again. What's the water though? Waddle, play. To play. Everybody wants to play. What's the waddle? You're a nice little Sawaddle. Now let's eat a sandwich. Just so everybody has. But yeah, man. Things. We'll do the auction. Yes. I'm gonna suck at this, but we're doing it. Why? It's fun. A big old filling sandwich. Then, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. I'm gonna feed this Sawaddle. Hopefully it'll evolve, but not we can evolve it tomorrow. When ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where all this stuff. A very large sandwich. Pasta, salad, and rice. Most carb addicting salad of all. for a sandwich all the time. Well, technically on the sandwich. But fall off you. I don't know how that worked. Very, not enough meat, a lot of carbs. Not enough tofu's. Rice potato salad in the process. But you got it. Be positive. And it goes for anyone going through shit, man, whether it be surgery or whatever. You guys realize that life is short. Live it to its fullest after you. Okay? I wish I could. The only thing I wish I had more of was time. And any regrets that I have to deal with time. All time based. It is a around. When I say it's time based, I mean I wish I didn't waste my time doing certain things. I wish I didn't waste time dealing with certain people like that. You know. And there's things I wish I did that I haven't done yet. I'm going to do eventually, but happy enough. I could walk them around. Come on out, buddy. Walk around. Dude. Come on. Do stuff. Come on. Isn't she? Buddy? Curious? Just battle one of these guys. Good battling. Terrestrialize you. But yeah, man, if you're really, you know, if it's really messing with your head, I'm gonna tell you right now, TJ, go get a piece of paper or a notebook and start writing your journal. Write down how you feel. Write down your fear. Write down what you feel. All that stuff. About what's about to happen. Just remember, you know, you'll look back on that when everything's said and done. You'll be like, I'm so glad my life is better now. You'll be thankful for what you have to deal with. You know, it does help. You know what I mean? It does help. It does help a bit. And I know you think I'm just saying this. Be nice or whatever. I'm not. I'm saying it because it's the truth. And that's just the bottom line. You'll be alright, man. And I hope the best for you. I hope the best for everyone that was in the chat. So, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready for work tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. See you tomorrow again. Probably around 8, maybe a little bit earlier. Depends on how I feel. Have a good night. Good luck to you. Good luck, man. You need it. And I hope everything well.